Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of The Cider Drinker. And you know what? I feel like I've been leaving Weston Cider Company alone for a little too long, so I think it's time to go back there with another one of their ciders, and it happens to be one of their organic ones as well. Tonight's cider is going to be Wildwood Premium Organic. Now, I did actually take away the bit of cardboard on the top that was on here, but it did say that this is the new name for Weston's Premium Organic Cider. So, will a different name change mean it has a different taste? We're going to find out soon, but before that, let me give you some details on Weston's Wildwood Premium Organic Cider. Weston's Wildwood cider comes in 500ml bottles, and that's the only way you're going to get this cider as well. The alcohol percentage is 6.5% in volume, so slightly stronger than other ciders out there. It doesn't say anywhere on the bottle if it's going to be a sweet or dry tasting cider, so I'm going to have to find out for myself. And the price, well, you can get it off the Weston's website for £1.85 at the moment, which for a 500ml bottle of cider isn't too bad if I'm being honest. There we go then. Well, I've got to be honest with you guys, I do like the new design for the Wildwood Organic Cider, because the original design for the Weston's Organic was just this plain, almost like an orangey kind of background with just a big apple on the back and Weston's Organic on the front. This one has more going for it with the big old W, and it's got a kind of an autumnal feel with the red and yellow leaves there and the little apple on the front. And to be honest, I just feel it's more eye-catching and appealing to the eye, so if I saw a bottle of this compared to the original design, I'd go for this one straight away, definitely. So, definite thumbs up there, guys. Well done on the new design. As for the back, there's not a lot of writing, but I'll just read it out. Intensely fruity cider from apples grown in organic orchards matured in aged oak vats. So I've got kind of a little idea of what I'm going to expect from the taste here, but like I say, this is an organic cider, so will it taste any different to the other oak-aged ciders I've had? We're just about to find out, because I'm about to get this old top open. There we go. Now, like I say, it's 6.5%, so it's just a little bit stronger than some other ciders out there, but not quite as strong as the Weston's Vintage that I had. That was a real whopper. So, let me just get a whiff. And there's the oak right there. You can definitely smell it. Really nice, robust, oaky character coming off of it, and it's got kind of almost like a dry smell coming off of it too. A little bit of bitterness coming off of it. But yeah, the main smell is definitely dominated by the oaks in this, so let's go right ahead and pour it out in the glass now, shall I? Now, once again, with Weston ciders, I don't really expect any natural sediment, so this whole bottle's just going to get whacked straight in there. I must admit, I did have this one a little while back when it was with the original design, so it'll be interesting to see if it actually tastes any different now, but that's what it looks like, guys. Kind of a dark coloured cider there. But apart from that, it's pretty standard, really. Nice, lightly sparkling characteristic as well, and obviously no froth or anything. I didn't expect anything like that, but overall, very nice looking cider. So, let's go and get a whiff in the glass now. And you can really smell the oaks in the glass too. Just going to cover my. You're getting the real oak characteristics coming through on this as well. But like I say, it's got that dryness to it too. You can kind of smell the apples more when it's been poured into the glass too. It's got just got a hint of like almost like fresh, crisp apples. You know, just like freshly picked off the tree. That's very pleasantly smelling. So I'm going to go and dive right into this glass now. So cheers, guys, and bottoms up. That's really pleasant. Okay, it's a really smooth tasting cider. It's almost like you're just drinking velvet, liquid velvet going right down your throat. That is a really pleasant texture to it. The oak characteristic kind of dissipates a little bit when it gets into your mouth, but it's still got that slight robustness to it that adds just to the character and everything. So I'll just get a second opinion to be sure. Yeah, it's really smooth, really full-bodied. and you're actually getting more of almost like a caramel sort of aftertaste to this rather than oak. So like I say, the oak characteristic is really kind of a little subdued on this, but it's still really pleasantly tasting, definitely. You're getting the not really the crisp apples to it, but you're getting more like juicy apples rather than that. So it's kind of interesting how the smell is different from the taste in this one. I'll get another one. Yeah, so the taste is more lighter in character. It definitely doesn't taste like a 6.5%. I would hazard a guess and say that it would have been 4.5 if I didn't know the actual content of it. So be a little bit wary if you're going to get bottles of this. You can't just down it straight away, even though it feels like you can. So yeah, just a little word of warning there. But overall, this is a very pleasantly tasting cider. As for it being organic, yeah, it does have a different taste to other oak-aged ciders I've had out there, but to be honest, there isn't really that much difference between this and like another organic cider that I've had before. So, you know, admittedly £1.85 isn't too bad for an old 500ml bottle, so if you see a bottle of this, then definitely give it a go. I highly suggest it. Now, I'll just get another taste. Yeah, it's just a real nice undertone of almost like a caramel rather than the oak all throughout this. It definitely doesn't have any of that gummy aftertaste that you get with all these like artificially industrial ciders. So that's really good. You can always tell because it says it's made from apples and not with, so I know I've said it before in videos before, but if you do see made from apples, that's when you know you're getting a proper real cider from it. If it says with, it usually means it's just got a couple of apples with some apple juice concentrate imported from another country into it. So there you go, you learn something new every day, don't you? Well, I'll get a final taste before the final verdict. Really nice, just a really nice, light, smooth, full-bodied, and overall just very pleasantly tasting cider here. So Weston's, you've done another good one. I don't think I've actually had a bad cider from the Weston's company yet, so, and because they're readily available on store shelves, definitely go out and buy a bottle of one of these because you won't be disappointed. As for the rating, Wildwood Organic Cider gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Doesn't really taste any different to the time that I had it before, but the overall bottle design and everything is just so much better than the previous one, and it's just so much more eye-catching. But seriously guys, £1.85 for a 500ml bottle, you're doing yourself a real big favour getting a bottle of that, definitely. Well, that was another episode of The Cider Drinker for you guys. Hope you liked it, because I certainly did. You know, especially seeing as the last episode was so god-awful, but we won't go into that. So until next time, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider, but until then, I'm going to enjoy me this nice glass of Wildwood Organic Cider. Cheers guys, until next time.